Can you confirm that Gura and Mume are not the same person? Of course. Why do you think they're the same person? They're completely different. They don't even look the same. Yeah, Mume came late, but I got to see her later. Haha. Did you meet Promise? Yeah, I did get to meet Promise. Everyone who was there. I got to meet Kuroni, and I was like, Kuronichiwa. And then I got to meet Bae Senpai, and I got to meet Iris for the first time too. So I was like, whoa. And then, as I already said, I got to meet Mume. So I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, it was very nice. It was actually funny. So moving on from this, talking about Crony, I ended up my last day in Japan. I really didn't want to do the watch along because I was like, oh, you know, it's my last day, and I had a lot of fun doing the watch along the first day. But I was like, you know, I really want to be able to hang out with some of my senpai because who knows when I'm gonna get to see them like this again, you know. So I was like, okay, Fuamoko was fine with it too. They're like, yeah, we think that's okay because like we live here, so but we get it. You don't get to be here a lot. But then I was like, okay, wait, I don't have any plans now, but I got to hang out with Crony. I texted her in the morning and I was like, Crony, would you hang out with me today? And it was actually kind of funny because I was trying to figure out my plans for the whole day. So I had mentioned, I had messaged a few different members to be like, hey, what's your plans? Just to see what's going on. I'd actually messaged Kaela first, and Kaela said, oh, sorry, I'm busy. And then I had texted Crony, and she's like, oh, I'm free right now, but I'm going to be busy around this time, which was the same time as Kaela said, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So then I ended up making plans with these two and Yofi. So me and Crony went and we had a little bit of a date. It was very nice. I was so happy to get to talk to her. And so I was like, hee hee, hee hee. Hee hee. Blue women together. I was so happy. She was so nice too. I kind of panicked because we're at a cafe and I couldn't think, so I just ordered an iced coffee. But you guys know I don't really like coffee, but I really wanted the sandwich and I was fully intending to pay for it, but then Crony was like, nah, I got it. And I was like, senpai, I love you, thank you. So she handled it, and then we talked for a long time. I was actually having so much fun talking to her that like by the time we were like, oh, we should leave, we ended up like it was about the time that like her meeting was supposed to start, and I was like, oh, I have to meet up with Yofi and Nisu too. So we were going to the same place, so we're like, oh, we'll just walk together since like we both have to go. And she didn't tell me she's hanging out with Kaela. So I walk in and I see Kaela and I'm like, oh, that's why you both weren't able to hang out later in the day. You already have plans. So yeah, then I was like, oh, I see. I'm not invited. Jokingly, of course. Not that I would have expected or wanted to crash in on their plans because I already had plans at this point. So, but yeah, it was a pretty funny coincidence. So that both the first 2 people I messaged were busy. But thanks to that, though, it did mean that I got to see Kaela for a little bit. So it was very nice. Very, very nice.